It's Wednesday, so that means there's a brand new weekly challenge. Let's see what it's got in store for us. This is the Rusting Factory. And of course, this is very important because this is a great place to earn seasonal event rewards. Through the wire, kill all the walkers, make this place safe again. Okay, great. And you need to get up to 610 weekly challenge points to earn the maximum number of seasonal event rewards that you can get. So I'm picking this little team here. I'm picking Rosie because she is part of my daily challenge to get seasonal event tokens. You might have guessed that I'm kind of crazy about doing the seasonal event. Now this mission seems pretty easy. I'm making short work of these walkers. Obviously this is on a low difficulty. It can get tough. It's called Through the Wire for a reason. You want to use that wire. You want to mislead those walkers if they are proving tough. So once you've done a couple of skips and it's on a tough difficulty, yeah, they get tricky. They get tough to deal with. I suggest assault characters with things like Decimator to stun those enemies, because I can't remember if there were any tanks in there. I think all of the enemies can be stunned. Anything that can cripple them, anything that can root them, anything that can just slow them down. That lovely, lovely combination of Sasha, Yumiko, and Princess would make a really good one. You don't want to be getting close to the walkers in Through the Wire because you can just pretty easily get surrounded, although you can attack them through the wire. Empty hideout, find the loot. Yeah, it does. It's a mission that gets tough quickly, but tactics make the difference. So that is my favorite kind of mission, really. Okay, so I'm kind of glad that we brought old Glenn along, because obviously he can do that. We were having a discussion in the comments about Rosita, who, yeah, her leadership trait is now a lot better. She still causes extra damage when you attack one target, which doesn't really synergize with her role as an assault character, but it's a lot more damage. And she also gets to move half her move if she attacks without having moved at the start of the turn. Now that doesn't sound like much, but it makes a big difference. Huge difference. So for this mission, this is a fairly big map, and it's a searchy one. So having Glenn, I think that's kind of important, especially since there's a threat counter and his attacks do not generate threat. Have him as the leader, everyone can search a crate and still have an action left, which is just... it's just really, really nice. Ranged characters, great. Melee characters, great. You can do that too. Either is absolutely fine. Just pick your favourite team, but I really strongly suggest having Glenn possibly as the leader as well, just so that you don't get stuck searching one of those crates and then going, now I'm getting eaten by a walker. Okay, opposing forces, get to the exit, beware death lurks behind every corner. Okay, looks like we've got some humies. I'm going to stay with this loadout. I don't remember this mission. Really don't. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I do. This one's a toughie. Let's just refresh my memory. Yeah. So we've got a couple of humies. Oh my gosh, look at that. Glenn's damaged already. A couple of humies, and they start off sort of hidden from you. It's a pretty nasty one. And then, oh gosh. And then even when you've done that, you know, you've got to take out these walkers behind this fence. Now, they can't necessarily get to you if you do what I'm doing here, shooting them through the fence. But you still have a threat counter. So you can certainly do this, keep your characters on Overwatch, but you don't cause as much damage, and they can, the reinforcements that come from the threat counter building up, even if you don't make any additional noise, can overwhelm you. So maybe having some characters with things like the bow, which reduces threat when you get a kill, that could be a good idea. And you definitely need something to take out those humans as well. You might want to bring a bruiser, just to absorb those hits. Anything that sort of stuns is good against humans. Typically you want to outrange them, but you're not really going to have much of a chance to do that because you start so close to them. Tricky one. Tricky mission, that one. Alright. Racking up those event tokens. And this really does just prove, like, it only takes, how long has this been on? 6 minutes, and we've got 250 stars. Your guild's going to be happy with that, just, like, as a start. So there's never an excuse to get fewer than 400 stars, I would say. Anyway, so there we go. What's next? 2-way, get the loot, and get out. Okay, so we still got to kill some more walkers with Rosie. That's fine. Switch Shiva to you. Okay. Oh yeah, this is another one where Glenn can really shine because of his little trick. Ooh, didn't quite kill that tank. I don't want to be making too much noise. Then again, screw it. Let's make loads and loads of noise. Yeah, so polishing off those walkers at the start is a very, very good idea. Get them dealt with quickly. And just, personally, I like to power through this one. I like to get it done quickly, like, ooh, that's just too good to turn up. Yeah. Again, Glenn, huge boon because he can search 2 crates or search a crate and still have an action left. If you don't use Glenn, I strongly recommend him for these kinds of missions because it really makes a difference having him on your team or having him as the leader. Guessing that we got enough kills with Rosie. Yes, we did. Definitely going to be taking her more. Yeah, especially after the last episode of the show where she just went out there, just badass, had the obsidian ripper and a knife, just taking out those walkers as they're attacking the house. Yeah, you go, Rosita. Pretty impressive. Kill room, clear the room of the lurkers. Okay, pretty straightforward. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a kill mission. Yes, you can use your ranged characters, but it's a small map. They close in quick. This is a bit like fish in a barrel, by which I mean the strategy really is in your team selection. Yeah, there's not an awful lot of tactics there. I guess you could put some bruisers out front and hide a scout behind them to stab the enemy. I think you'd take a lot of damage doing that. I think the best thing you can do is take your best ranged characters and throw them into the fray. And you kind of got to just pray. You got to search for those corners, go to one side so that those lurkers can't get to you, the ones lurking in the shadows at the start, because they're usually in range. You're going to get a free round of shooting at the ones that start at the top of the map, and then they're going to be on you. So you might want to take Sacrificial Bruiser. You might just want to max out your firepower. It's a tough call. Who starts charge this week? Right, scouts, because Glenn is charged. So maybe what you might want to do is bring Rick if things are getting tricky. Because, of course, he causes more damage with his charge attacks. And there ain't much going to survive those charge attacks. Okay, I don't really want to make more noise than I have to. I am tempted to just say sod it and just do exactly that, though. I don't know. This one, yeah, I mean, patience can sometimes be a virtue, but for this one, you got to be searching these, yeah, you got to be searching those lockers. I really don't suggest that you make any more noise than needs be on this mission, because it can really cause some problems. Again, I've got to reiterate how impressed I am with Rosita's skill. Alpha has sort of something similar, that kind of like being able to move if you haven't attacked, or does she move if you don't get a critical? There's something like that. And of course, characters like Beta and Huntsman Daryl, they're not additional moves as such, but you can move much more freely because of their leadership traits, and movement is such a big thing. Except for in that previous map where you got nowhere to go, really. Okay, so those are the missions in the Rusting Factory. Quite a good little blend. They're all pretty speedy. There's some definite strategies that you can use. If you've got any top tips, then please do let everybody know in the comments. Otherwise, see you around. Thank you for watching.